What's up guys, Tyler here from SunFrog Shirts, and in this video I want to go over how to add your Facebook pixel to SunFrog. So this is a very important step in the marketing process leading up to running your first ad. So what we're trying to do in these videos, you probably caught the theme, is we're trying to get all of the proper resources set up before we actually go out and run the ad, so that we don't have to go back and retroactively try and put this stuff together while we're spending money. So just stick with me. I know it's quite a few steps to get through into the actual marketing of the design, but we'll be very happy that we did all this before we get started. So the next thing we need to do on our quest to run our first Facebook ad is to install our Facebook pixel. Now I'll talk a little bit about what the Facebook pixel is and what it does before we kind of jump into the logistics of adding it. So the Facebook pixel is designed so that Facebook can track events that happen on different websites, in this case SunFrog. So what information we'll be relaying to SunFrog to Facebook is things like people viewing the page, people adding products to the cart, and people purchasing. So if you're just running a single ad, like all of this stuff is going to be pretty prevalent to you. But it's really when you start to get into running multiple ads, and then there's some kind of cool things you can do with the pixel. We won't hop into the real advanced tactics on using the pixel in this episode. We'll just be focused on getting it actually set up. But that's the whole idea behind having the Facebook pixel installed, is so that Facebook can read the actions that customers are taking on the website, so that you know whether or not your ads are performing and whether or not you should continue to spend money on them or not. So that's the cool thing with social media marketing, is you can actually measure the return and determine whether or not your marketing dollars are working for you. Where in traditional marketing, TV and stuff like that, it was kind of hard to get an idea of what your return was. So let's go ahead and see what it takes. So the place we'll need to go on SunFrog to get the pixel installed is actually under traffic. And you'll see under traffic, you'll see conversion tracking here. And if we click into there, you'll see that I already have my ID installed. I have a Google Analytics one as well. We won't go into that today, but this is where you're actually going to put your default pixel ID on SunFrog. Now let's go to Facebook so I can show you where to find your default pixel ID. So I'm on my page, Take Control. You've probably seen this a couple times in previous videos. To find the pixel ID, we actually need to go into Ad Manager. Now if you haven't set up your ad account yet, all you need to do is hit Create Ads, and it'll create that ad account. It takes like 20 seconds, so it doesn't take very long. So if you haven't set up your ad account yet, go ahead and click through and have it set up. And then once that's done, I'll go into Manage Ads here and into my test account. And after your ad account is set up and you're in the actual Ads Manager itself, it'll look something like this. You probably won't see these if you haven't run any ads, but you'll also see this drop-down menu at the top. In here, you'll see some different options, and you can always, if you don't see the things that I'm selecting from this list, you can always tab out to All Tools, and this will give you everything that Facebook has to offer. So for this, to find our default pixel ID, we actually need to go to Assets and then Pixels. And this is the Facebook pixel kind of information page. This shows you, once a pixel is installed, this will show you the different activities that you are having on your traffic and on your promotions that you're sending to SunFrog. So this dashboard this graph kind of shows you like the broad overview of your engagement over the past 7 days or 14 days, and then the different actions that were being taken. So view content, for example, is showing you that people viewed your page. Add to cart is showing you that people actually took a product and added it to the cart. Initiate checkout, they actually went from the cart and got all the way to the checkout page. And then if there were any purchases, you would see those here too. And those are people that have gone all the way through the process and actually have made a purchase on SunFrog, have an order number, and all that good stuff. Now I haven't run traffic in the past couple of weeks, so I don't have too much engagement here, but this is where it'll be shown. And this is actually the page where you'll find your default pixel ID here. So all you need to do to get your pixel installed on SunFrog is to actually grab that and copy it and come over here to SunFrog and just paste it into this bar and hit save. And that's all you have to do. That'll then update and activate your SunFrog pixel. And within 15 minutes or so, Facebook should be recognizing it. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. And also keep in mind that Facebook will not show a pixel as active until there's actually engagement on it. So you could have a pixel installed for 3 weeks, but it would still show it as an inactive if you haven't had anybody visit a page or add to cart or checkout or purchase or those types of things. So it actually takes an engagement for Facebook to show the pixel as active, but within 15 minutes, Facebook should be reading it. So get that installed, and then give it 15 minutes or so before you actually start running any ad traffic. But you'll be good to go. So that is all there is to setting up your Facebook pixel. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and as always, we will see you in the next video.